in the new moon in Leo, and the angels are coming through with information about how human being can create itself anew. We can be anything, do anything, or have anything, starting right where we are now. We have the power of creation. The energy that creates worlds flows through every one of us, through the chakras, to physicalize our thoughts, beliefs, and ideas. That's what everyone is doing here. And nobody's wrong. In the new moon of Leo, the sun is also in Leo. So it's the masculine and feminine energies coming together to focus our powers of energy to create anew. And so when we align with that power, that particular power, it's sort of like we're painting a canvas, Spirit says. You know, the powers of the new moon come together for a particular focus. For example, new moon in Leo would most likely connect to the color yellow. Bright sun, the roar, the pride of the lion. Here I am, this is who I am, and I am the best me that I can be today. Leo is self-confidence. It's positive energy. It's shining, it's celebrating life. It's entertaining, happy and positive. Spirit says there's a difference between pride and arrogance. As children, many of us are taught not to be proud of ourselves, and that's absolutely the wrong focus of energy, because, wow, this is what all scriptures say. Create something great and say, this is great. I am great that I've created this. Look what I've done. Yay! And shine our light out into the world for others to love what we've created. Or not. Spirit says each one is free to choose. Do I love this or that? Do I love being this way or that being this way? Do I love being around this kind of energy or that kind of energy? And what it is that I want to experience now. Here I am now. And we have the power to recreate ourselves any moment, any day. We have the power to say, hey, I want to be more like that. And make changes. And yet our conscious decision, Spirit says, to make these changes is always lags behind the momentum of the old program, which has a lot of years of practice. Those of us who are on the spiritual path, who suddenly want to better ourselves and are knowing more about positive energy and are knowing and learning these new things, it takes practice, they say, before we can actually physicalize the change. Because, and this is why, the old programs in the energy centers are still running. Something happens, a program gets triggered, and then suddenly we do or say something. And it may or may not be in alignment with the new idea yet. So the angels say, don't whip yourself when you're not operating on the new program yet. Because you're still in the vibration. The vibration of the old program still has juice. Until it stops having juice. Until the new thought is giving better juice. We attract to us based on our complete vibration, and it's always a mix of energy. So when we judge ourselves, when we judge someone else, when we point the finger and say this is wrong, sort of a misuse of our powers of creation. Because what we see as wrong essentially gives us a new idea of how we can better ourselves. Human being is an evolutionary species. We better ourselves. We don't stay the same as a cat or a dog or a fish. The salmon is a salmon, and a salmon is always going to behave like a salmon, and it's never going to be anything other than a salmon. Human being can be anything. Human being can change its form. It can change its sex. It can do anything it wants. It can be nasty, and it can be kind, and it can be anything. Spirit says, no. Who do you want to be now? This present moment, I can reflower. I can reseed myself. I can express who I am today. I can be the best me that I can be today. It is not in anyone's best interest for you to try to use your energy changing someone else. Spirit says all anyone wants is to be loved for who they're being. When? Now. Who they're being now. Not who they were yesterday, not the mistakes they made 10 years ago, not this and that and this and that that you did yesterday. Who am I now? Who am I now being? We have the power to recreate ourselves, not anyone else. Here I am now. Spirit says we do get off track when we focus on others and try to change them. They are free to stumble around as souls here, like children. Spirit says if you are a mother and remember when your little one was stumbling around trying to learn how to walk, you didn't say, no, stay down there, it's safer crawling around. As adult children are making what you think are their mistakes and stumbling around, oh, they're stumbling around, I'm going to save them. No. Our eternal being souls are learning from our present moment, and our stumbling arounds cause us to get new ideas, and then we better ourselves. New Moon in Leo is about learning how to approve of yourself, if you don't already. This is good about me, and this is good about me, and this is good about me, and this is what I love about my life, and this is my talent to share with the world, and to develop this talent and to get happy being me. Proud of being me. Sharing with others. This is who I am. And Spirit says, and admiring every positive thing about anyone in our world that comes close to us. Well, what's good about them? I don't need to fix that over there that I'm not liking about them. What's good about them? How can I praise them for that that's good in them? How can I praise myself for what's good in me? And not whip ourselves. Those of us who are brought up with strict disciplinary tactics are just disciplining ourselves all day long and making ourselves wrong for things and not feeling proud. Everyone is magnificent in one way or another. Everyone is magnificent. Donald Trump has magnificently ridiculous hair. He's causing endless amusement here. Can you see that? Amusement. We are amused by him, and he loves it, and he loves his hair. Enjoying the ride here. Life is a joy. Happiness now. There's nothing wrong here. We make ourselves wrong. We squash our self-confidence because we compare ourselves to others who are expressing in ways that we want to and we're not. Not celebrating ourselves because we're not good enough, even if we are. This new moon is about how can I really, really get to self-love and self-confidence and take my attention off of everyone else and heal that within me. Be proud of who I am, what I have, loving everything about my life, with a new idea to how to make things better. Practice healing that third chakra, self-confidence, that pride of a lion time. Everyone has a right to be proud of themselves. And Spirit says there is a difference between pride and arrogance. Pride is, I love myself for this. Arrogance is, see how good I am, I'm better than you. This new moon is really about how can I feel so good about myself that I can appreciate all the good around me, even the positive aspects of others, and forgive their shadow. The masters in every religion teach compassion and forgiveness. Forgiving them and just letting them be. Watch them stumble around. And praise the good things that we notice. Wow, that was great. I really love that about you. This is the month of singing your own praises. Like really. Like every day, getting up in the morning and in your meditation or in your running or whatever it is that you're doing, let the thoughts praise, 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 praise. Praise this about me, praise that about me, praise this about my house, praise this about what I got over here, praise this about that person, praise this and praise this and praise that. In gratitude, thank you. Thank you for this talent that I have, and how can I make it better, and how can I present it to the world, and how can I share who I am and receive praise, love, and money for who I am. We're supposed to. This month of the we. This is who I am so far. Shining, sharing, playing.